Welcome to the GE Video Academy. This video will demonstrate how to provision a WISE remote to the WISE Gateway. To make this process simpler, have a blank text document open to copy and paste the necessary parameters for provisioning. To form a mesh, the gateway and remote must be configured with information from each other. Start by connecting to the gateway's serial console and log in. Type the command HELP. This will show all the available commands that can be used. Enter the command EUI64. Copy the value labeled SM and place it in the text document for later. This is the gateway's System Manager ID. Next, type in the command subnet ID. This will display the current subnet ID the gateway is using. The value 2 is the default setting. To change the value, type the command subnet ID followed by a numerical value. Copy this value into the blank text document. Log out of the gateway serial console and then connect to the remote serial console and log in. Enter the command radio type. Note the remote's I/O type and place it in the text document for later. Next, enter the command prov read. This will display the configured provisioning parameters. At this moment, they are set to defaults. Type the command prov REMEUI64 to view the remote's EUI64 value. Copy this value and paste it into the text document. Highlight and copy the gateway's SMEUI64 value. On the remote console, type the command prov SMEUI64 and then paste the copied value. Press the Enter key to commit the value. Next, type in the command prov subnet ID followed by the configured gateway subnet ID from earlier. Lastly, type in the command prov join key. The console will prompt you for a hexadecimal join key. Enter this value twice. The join key must be a 32-character hexadecimal string. Now that all the parameters have been entered, use prov read to view the settings. Once verified that all the settings have been set, enter the command prov commit to commit these changes to the remote. This concludes configuring the remote. Open up a web browser to the WISE Gateway and log in. On the navigation bar on the left-hand side of the web page, click on the arrow next to Mesh Network. Click on the provisioning link. By default, the mesh interface is disabled on the gateway. Enable the mesh interface and click the Commit button. Navigate back to the mesh provisioning page. Located under the Device Access Control List section, click on the button Add New Entry. The pop-up that appears will be used to add the remote to the gateway. Copy the remote's EUI64 value into the EUI64 field, followed by the join key. Choose the I/O type of the remote that was noted from the command radio type. This value must match the I/O type of the remote in order for proper provisioning. The name, location, and description fields are optional, but can be helpful to identify a specific remote in a large system. Once everything is configured, press the OK button. If more remotes are needed to be provisioned, click on the Add New Entry button once again. If not, press the Apply Changes button. Once the changes have been applied to the gateway, navigate to the status page. This page can be used to view the remote's joining process. It may take the remote a few moments to join. Press the Refresh button in order to update the table while waiting. Once the remote status is changed to Join, the gateway and the remote are provisioned.